Libra, how are you? If you're new, how welcome. My name is Michelle and this is your weekly reading. Before I start, I want to remind you guys that my readings have no date. They are divinely guided. Everything has free will. Not everything is going to resonate with everybody. Keep in mind that roles can be reversed in between energies. As I always say, I run no daycare. So you guys should know that this is entirely general. Feel free to take or leave whatever you want from today's reading. So with this said, let's move forward. Also, I want to remind you that I am on Spotify and on Twitch now. So if you want to follow me in either or for free in different content, you're more than welcome to do so. You can double check the pinned comment as well as the description box below for all the links. I hope everybody's doing amazing. I've been very busy. Extremely busy. I hope everybody else has been doing good as well. So right away we have the King of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords in the reverse, the Nine of Swords, the Justice card in the reverse. Right away we got obviously Libra. I see Gemini, I see Capricorn, I see Taurus, I see Leo, I see Sagittarius. I see the Tower which is Scorpio energies. We got Temperance in that reverse, which is Sagittarius energy. We got the Six of Wands in the reverse. This is Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, and overall energy here. We have the World here, all the elements at the bottom. We got the Ace of Swords going with Libra, Gemini, and or Aquarius. So it's telling me right here that somebody's pride, I will say, either or betrayed you or broke your heart. So I do see somebody lack of maybe empathy, or again their stubbornness, their ego damaged the connection, but also broke your heart in a way with the Ten of Swords that you felt betrayed at one point. With the Nine of Swords right here, often you question, like, what did I do? How can I make this better? At one point, you were questioning yourself a lot. They made you question yourself. Also, for others of you, this person could have caused some sort of self-image issues, like self-esteem issues, into where you thought, like, oh my gosh, maybe I'm not good enough, maybe I'm not attractive enough. And it's like, it's obviously not that, but at one point you like this person so much, and when things did not work the way you wanted or expected, it did cause a lot of damage. I do see this. With Justice card in the reverse, I also see that at one point you also lost balance when it comes to yourself. I do feel like you did give a lot into a term that I consider, and cards consider, too much, into where you forgot about yourself. Your whole mood, your whole identity at one point depended on their action towards you or their acknowledgement towards you, into where you were not yourself. You are not the Libra you usually are, unfortunately. With the Page of Wands and the Tower right here, I do see that this person was a player. And I do see that at some point you could have noticed this. That's what the card says, but you were hoping that either or you could change things, or that he or she could change things. Right now, a player is not always, and I'm going to break it down for those who don't understand this, a player is not always a dude or a female who has multiple partners. A player could easily be somebody who is not wanting commitment, but they string you along and they give you fake hope, and they play with your emotions into a point that you lose yourself. And this is what this individual is, and this is why the cards calls it a player, which some people be like, but he or she wasn't. Babe, what a player is: playing with people, toying with people, regardless if they're cute, if they're ugly, if it was 10 people, if it was one person, playing with somebody in an emotional sense to string them along, to keep them stuck, but not giving them what they did. That is a player, period. Okay, so now with the Temperance card right here, I do see that you were patient, right? But it seems right here that it wasn't paying off, because it was never that there wasn't, like, that you were waiting on, or that you needed to wait more. The whole point was that you needed to change of man or female because they were just not good for you. Obviously here it says that this person and the sacrifices you could have made did not pay off absolutely at all. With the Ace of Swords in the reverse, you realize that it was a lost cause, that it wasn't worth it once again. Let's see what else we got. Oh, let me get that card. I'm back. So we got here the Page of Swords and the Hangman, which was the two cards that fell. I didn't know it was two, but we found out it was two. So with this said, it talks about how you continue to fight for something that wasn't paying. And I do see right here that you were hoping for things to get better, but literally you didn't have anything to hold on to for that hope. It says right here that in a way, shape, or form, you could have been refusing in a way, energetically could be, to see things on a different light. Now, I'm not blaming it all on you because some people just cry in the comments. Like I said before, you can cry me a river if you want. But there's a sense of like, yes, this person was not good enough for you. But for some of you, you saw that and you still chose to stay. Everything we do or we don't do comes from within, you know? Because it's talking about expectations, and this is something that I always talk about on my readings, English and or Spanish. When you have expectations, right, people are not obligated to fulfill those expectations in any way, shape, or form, because those are expectations that you decide to put onto a situation or a person, right? When you hold on into expectations, you are actually pretty much set in to be disappointed, because if your expectations are for somebody to be better than what they usually are, what happens when they don't do it? You get disappointed, you get hurt, and you feel betrayed. But at the end of the day, you put those expectations there when there were literally no signs of why would you put expectations on someone in or a situation that since day one was actually looking fishy. With the Page of Pentacles right here, it does seem that this person, again, as I said before, they were a player. They were giving you little things. So the minute they saw you walk away, they will give you something just to keep you stranded. So yeah, this person is and was a player at one point. Because why am I saying this? They knew what they were doing. Okay, they knew what they were doing. They knew why they still talk to you. They knew why they still gave you the little hope here and there. They knew what they were doing. As I said before, yeah, somebody could be emotionally unavailable at one point. Somebody could be broken, but everybody knows what they're doing. So at this point, they were not just unaware of what they were doing to you. They were aware of what they were doing to you. They were aware of what you wanted, but they also were in a way selfish because they didn't want to see you walk away. Because why? Selfish. Now, with the Three of Pentacles and the Five of Cups, it says right here that you thought you guys could be better together, or that you guys could work together better in a way, shape, or form. And Five of Cups, you end up disappointed, tossed to the side, felt like caca. Now, with the Page of Cups and the Eight of Wands, I do see now, this is the recent energies. They are going to pop back into your life, or try to. There is a message here because Page of Cups representation of the messenger. Now, because Cups means emotion, and half of the time, emotions that comes from love, it says that this is someone that you either or have feelings for still or had feelings for. This could be an ex-lover as well. With the Eight of Wands, there is communication coming towards you. They're going to try to reach out to you, or they're going to reach out to you. Now, do you have to take them or not? I do not care. Do whatever you want with your life, because we are all adults, and I'm not here to tell you what you want to do or don't want to do. I'm telling you what is good. You do what you want, boo boo gaga, because people be like, you're telling me now, babe, I'm not your mom. I don't want to be. I got my business and things to do, so I'm just telling you what's good. You take it or you leave it. That's your business, okay? You gave me too much credit here, thinking that I'm going to be like a Jehovah's Witness in your door, trying to get you to open the door for them. Like, babe, what do you think I am, Santa Claus? The heck? Okay, with the Page of Pentacles in the reverse and the Page of Swords in the reverse and the Four of Cups in the reverse. Now, this is when it gets interesting. They're offering you something, right? But either or, this is you seeing it as less valuable, or indeed is less valuable than before. Now, with the Page of Swords right here, it's something that, with the Page of Swords in the reverse, it's something that you're familiar with. So maybe whatever they're offering you or how they're coming off is an energy that you are already familiar with. You're like, it sounds like what we experienced or what we went through in the past. Now, with the Four of Cups in the reverse and the Three of Swords in the reverse, is talking about do not accept things you no longer want. Meaning that if you're seeking for more than just what they're offering you, you don't have to bend over no more and take it. Because with the Three of Swords in the reverse right here, if you don't want things to go and end the same way it did in the past, there's need to be change. Now, if the person that you quote could want is not giving you the change, then it means that you indeed have to be the one changing things around here. With the Three of Swords in the reverse right here, it says right here that if you don't want to go through the same heartbreak into the same situation, you need to make changes once again. With the World right here, it's talking about that. And this was previously, and now it's talking about that you have all the elements now to make things work. You have unlimited possibilities. Now, the future could be uncertain sometimes, obviously, right? But you have all the tools to make your destiny something that not only you're aware of and proud of, but something that you feel confident in. Like, that you feel like you are not vulnerable, but you are in your element. With the Ace of Swords right here and the Ace of Cups, this is again Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, very focused in Pisces. I also see here Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, and Taurus, of course, the same energies, and Leo, Aries. Now, it's talking about here that with the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Cups, okay, fine. If they want to come back into your life, they need to put effort, right? At this point right here, they cannot come with the same BS, and if they're not willing to listen to you and listen to what you want, and if they are annoyed by what you have to say or so, it's best for you to walk away from this individual and make it permanent, because it seems like you could be saving yourself some unnecessary like headaches. With the Ten of Wands right here, I do see as well with the Ten of Wands that this person is very childish and immature, regardless of their age, regardless if they're older than you, it doesn't care. It doesn't matter. It says right here that energetically, they are a very childish, immature person, meaning that you cannot expect a lot out of them. Now, with the Ten of Wands also represents that you may have to be carrying the whole relationship or the whole connection into where I do see you being way more mature. You are always more mature than them, but I do see with the time and the years it has passed, you have continued to grow and become a better person. This person, in a way to perform, is still quite behind when it comes to what they like, their growth as a person. So this is somebody that you had little to no, obviously no communication with. So they're coming in here with the Sun, which is a representation of a new beginning. But I also see the Sun card as somebody who is childish. So I do see that they are indeed childish, and I feel like you may not want to deal with it, or there could be some characteristics about them that you may not really like. With the Two of Cups in the reverse, I do see that maybe what didn't happen was like a wake-up call, and now that they're coming back, you're seeing things clearly, and to where it's giving me with the Two of Cups in the reverse. Compatibility is actually quite like not where it needs to be. I also see right here that this is going to give you the light for you to realize that he or she wasn't that big of a deal. I do feel like you at one point and for many years hold this person in such high regard that you picture them in a better light than what they usually should have been in or are. And maybe this is what you need to see, like, oh my goodness, this person is not that amazing as how I remember. Now, why is this so important? Because in the past you were so invested, so connected, perhaps so in love in a way that this could lead to obsession as well, and or codependency. Because sometimes when we are broken and we have traumas, we actually love the wrong person for all the things we wish we could have at one point. But either way, and when people cry about me calling somebody broken, look it up online. That's how it's literally scientifically called, because emotions cannot be touched or form is a description for somebody to understand what that emotion is. Okay, so with this said here, this is somebody who is broken in a way, shape or form emotionally, into where you again bonded with this person because of trauma bonding most likely. But either way, whenever we are in love in the past, we remember things, especially this kind of energies, because it seems like a spiritual connection for most of you. You may remember him or her on high regard because this is how you felt or how they make you feel. Now, whenever you see this person, because it does seem that you are more grounded, of course, time heals everything. You have, worked on yourself, Whenever you see this person, you realize that, oh my goodness, okay, this person was literally trash. Like, what was I thinking? Because now you're not just following or seeing them through your emotions, energies, and or heart. You're seeing them exactly for who they are, for their actions instead. And you're gonna be like, wait, why would I take such and such from this person? This is what I'm telling you. Maybe it'll actually open your eyes and to remember how things really happen instead of like how things could have and you wish happen. When somebody is mean to us and you're like, no, he was just having a bad day, and now that you are grounded and that you know your thing, you're like, oh no, he was mean to me, F this person. You know what I'm saying? With the Six of Cups, this is somebody that you met at work. This is somebody that, I don't know, I do see that it was a co-worker or something. Not necessarily for all of you. Keep in mind that this being general is for whoever. You don't have to take everything as for you. If it doesn't match for you, don't cry. Just move on with it, from it. It means that this is somebody from your past, literally. You guys have the Devil energy together, Capricorn energy. This is a karmic situation. This is a trauma bonding. I knew it, babe. I knew it. So you bonded with this person because you have toxicities and traumas that you need to work on, and you actually met this person maybe in the early stages of your healing journey or your early stages of your spirituality, or whenever you are broken up with a long-term partner. So sometimes when females or males actually break up with a long-term partner and then they go back to be single, they're going to encounter the person that we call in the normal world outside of spirituality a situationship, into where could be, can be, but won't be. You know what I'm saying? So this is what this person was for you if you relate to this part. But if not, it was just part of your process. And at the end of the day, like I said before, when you are early on your stages of spirituality or any way, shape, or form, you're going to attract a lot of energies. And whenever we do not know how to work with certain things, we're going to encounter and or attract what we usually go for. Because I feel like they were not your type, they were your pattern at one point. And that's the thing. Now that you are in the energy of being grounded, you're going to find your type. It will be like, oh, but patterns and type are not. No. Have you ever had the situation into where you may find different people in every way, shape, or form, but their personality is the same. And half of the time, the personality that I'm talking about is the sucky part, the part that they don't treat you well, the part that they could be toxic. Like that kind of energy is because this person wasn't your type. It was your pattern. That's why you said, oh my God, like, I don't know why I liked him or I liked her. Like, they're not my usual type, but something about them, the pattern, the trauma bonding, the things that are toxic, because toxicity is luring. Toxicity is attracting. Oh my God, I spit. Toxicity is tempting, but it's not good for you. You know, and that is what toxicity, because people literally feel toxicity is not only alcoholic things, it's not only drugs, it's not that always. Okay, that's why tarot cards are so wild. That's why you need to continue reading books, so you open your understanding and also utilize your intuition into where, no, toxicity is not always about addictions of that kind. Is also about what attracts you that you know is not good for you. It's when people like players. It's when people like, for example, taken men or taken females. It's not their type, it's their pattern. Is their doom. You know, like I have friends and they, for example, they like tattooed guys and gym bros, and half of the time, every time they go for them, they don't end well because they have the same pattern. They're unavailable, they're players, da 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 da. But their type is somebody who's sweet, who's committed, who cares for them, da 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 da. But what's their pattern? The whole opposite, because there is trauma situations in their energies that they're not working on. Now, we can call them out, but if they don't want to work on that, what can we do about that? You know what I'm saying? Like, we cannot force change, we cannot force healing. This has to come from within. And trust me, just acknowledging that you need help but you're not going for it, it doesn't help you. You need to actually be the Chariot card, get in the little card emotionally and physically perhaps, and move forward. But this person wasn't your type. They were your pattern. That's why you continue to feel like lured by them. The Hierophant right here. But look at this. I do see here that this person and you will never end on a serious connection, because they have a pattern into where they could care for you. They could even have some feelings for you, but their pattern is to not commit. They could be a good son, a good daughter, a good mother, a good father. You know what I'm saying? Like those are different realms and different parts of a human being. But this person, what is not good is as a partner. They're not a good partner. And they may be a good partner for somebody else for whatever reason, but they're not a good partner for you, because what you're seeking is more than that. And every time you give this person a chance, you're going to feel like something is missing. You know? So it's saying right here that you are their pattern, because for whatever reason this person fantasizes about you a lot, but they just fail into committing to you because it's easier to fantasize about you and fantasize of having you. It's easier to do that than that just get their hands dirty and work on it. Some people just want you because they can't have you. You know what I'm saying? So at this point, this is somebody who thinks that what you want is too much work, that what you want is something that they just not want to give, but they want you. But they want you under their own terms and conditions. And this is where compatibility is sucky, into where he knows or she knows what you want, you know what you want, but they're not giving it to you. This person also doesn't have a lot of money. Now, don't be telling me here that I'm a gold digger or anything, because if you want to live on the streets with the love of your life, you be my guest. But everybody, especially adults, they deserve somebody who's emotionally there and financially also there. Okay? Because nobody signed to be in love and suffer. Nobody signed for that. And whoever is wanting you to sign for that, babe, they don't care for you. Because somebody who is with their dream girl or their dream guy will do everything in their power to provide, to make sure the person they claim they love does not suffer. I'm gonna tell you, I settled back in the day for garbage. My ex, he would not do anything for me. He will let me in the curve. He will let me overwork myself if I had to, because he didn't want to give me anything. Now my fiance, he does everything and anything to fulfill my needs and wants, financially, emotionally, and so on. So at this point, no, just because you sacrifice yourself for this individual doesn't mean they're going to give you more. They're going to get used to take more from you. So at this point, you need to be smart. Stay away from your pattern and go for your type. What do you want, Libra? What is the person you want? Or what? Not, don't give me a freaking name. Give me, what do you look in a partner? And you write it down. And then what is this person does for you? And you write it down. If 5 things match on this person, this could be workable. But if you can either or find one or none, what do you like them? Why do you want them if they're not your type? And that's when you're going to realize, and most of you, not all of you, that this person is your pattern, not your type. They're saying right here to be open to possibilities, to do not let people, especially cups, in situations that you really don't like. If you don't want that, why are you taking it? If that is not what you signed for, what are you taking it? Learn how to say no. You're not missing out on anything, especially when somebody's coming to your life giving you exactly the opposite of what you want. They're saying right here that there's a new energy also for you in your energies. This could be another air sign as well as another water sign. No, it is not the same individual. There's multiple humans in this world that has the same zodiac sign, okay? So with this said, they're saying that there's a new energy coming up for you. They're gonna show up after the person from the past shows up, okay? And this individual is somebody who is the magician, somebody for real, somebody who knows what they want, and somebody who has all the tools to make you happy. This could actually be a mentor. This could be a person who's a teacher, a mentor, or somebody who has a position of power. As well as, let's say that you cannot see anybody coming into your life yet. This could also be like, hey, get mentorship, go back to college, go back to education in any way, shape, or form. Go seek help if that's what you need, like therapy or so, or counseling. All of this, anything that is going to help you be a better version of yourself that continues nurturing you, is a positive way. But it's saying right here that maybe you should find a mentor, maybe spiritually, that could help you understand what the path is. And now keep in mind, and this is something that I do tell you, so you are like pretty much your feet in the ground, right? Into where mentorships, they cost money. Okay, so whenever you are heading towards somebody to be a spiritual mentor, or a coach, they're gonna charge you for it. Okay, if it's something that you do not want to do, it's just pretty much saying maybe get books, or maybe get a friend that could actually help you in any way, shape, or form. But keep in mind that counseling, mentorships, and all that, they cost money. Nothing in life is free but problems. So with this said, just keep that in mind, that if it's not for you, maybe just get a little book that helps you. There's multiple books on Amazon, and to where it could teach you how to self-love, how to heal. You can literally type it, how to heal, how to work on myself, and they will give you very good books, and you can just start there. Finally, right here, they want you to not rush into the past. They actually want you to walk away. But of course, not everybody is going to do that. This is a canon event that some of you need to go for. So if you are, just so you know, don't worry about it, because something new comes after it. If not, someone new, which is a better version of yourself. Sometimes the biggest gifts and the biggest lessons comes from the biggest heartbreak. And this happens to most of us. Finally, right here, they're saying that the past cannot give you what you want. They're not going to make you hubby or wife. They're not going to commit to you. I mean, they're the total opposite of what you really want. They don't want you to like to not listen to your intuition. Also, they're actually telling me right here that you have very intense dreams, and they want you to listen to your dreams, because sometimes people be like, oh, it's just a dream. Now when you remember that dream, when it feels so real, something about that dream could be metaphorically meant more than what you're making it seem like. That's why they're always saying, hey, get a journal for your dreams. Finally, here with the Two of Wands, they want you to focus on yourself and actually really look past what the past gave you and say, what does that Libra look for? What are you actually waking up for and aiming for the future? What is exactly that you want to do, or where you want to be, or who, not a name, but a essence of what is it that you're looking for the future. Now, you need to have that in your mind, because just because this past person was a pattern, you can still find another pattern in the future. But the only way that you don't fall into that is pretty much know exactly what you're looking for, and being able to check on that in people. And if it's not what you want, dip on them. You know, here we don't enable codependency. Yes, of course, there's other readings that says that you love and that they love. But today, if the shoe fits, right? Because my readings are not like meant for anybody specific. But if the shoe fits, you wear it, Cinderella, okay? You need to wear that shoe. Because like I said before, other readings are going to say the opposite, because it's for somebody else. But if you found me today and you feel like all of this makes sense, babe, it means that you are settling for too little and that better is coming. But the only way that you could get to that better is for you to regain focus. What the heck is the card? Regain focus and see exactly what you want, because what you want is where you're going to be next year or a couple months from today. You know? For example, I wanted a person who cared for me. It didn't work with my ex. Bye. And now I have somebody else that does exactly what I want. Sometimes our pattern is to give too many chances, is to see the good in a person who has shown you that there's no good in them. I know that a lot of I do call a lot fake positivity and toxic positivity the cause of a lot of females, especially giving chances to males who do not change, because fake positivity says you need to fight for this, you need to give this person a chance. It don't matter what they do, they can push you to the side. Our pattern is to see somebody being trash and thinking that with a little bit of a breeze they're gonna stop being trash. No, what is gonna happen, they're not gonna smell, but they're gonna be trash. So stop giving people a chance to show you that they are caca, okay? And also, if some dude is telling you you're a gold digger, babe, they have no money, they're broke, walk away, most likely live in the basement with their mom. They don't even know how to do laundry. So at this point, babe, go with somebody who can afford you, not only in the financial sense, but also in the spiritual and emotional sense. If they cannot afford you in any sense, financially, emotionally, physically, why do they want you? And some dude be like, oh, you can only afford this, babe. It's funny, because every time I hear that, females were eating on their own, paying their bills, being happy on their own. Now you want them to be with you and have way less than what their mom and dad were giving them or what they were giving to themselves. Who do you think you is? If you can't afford somebody, go with someone else that you can afford. Period. Okay, we don't do loans here. We don't do charity work here, Libra. So if they cannot afford you, again, I want to repeat myself because I'm a bad bitch like that. Financially, emotionally, spiritually, they don't deserve you, period. You walk away, you twerk it out, and watch them bite their tongue because that's all they can do. So do not let no broke energy afford you no more, okay? So what do you want is coming, but it's not coming from the past. And from that to happen, you need to understand, I need to walk away from my patterns, and you need to start walking towards what your type is. I wouldn't be where I am if I was with my ex. I wouldn't be in the way that I am, because when dudes cannot afford you, especially, right, I'm talking about my experience, when dudes cannot afford you and people cannot afford you, and somehow you fall into somebody who they know they don't deserve you, they're going to try to make you look ugly. My ex made me gain weight, prevented me from going to the gym, because he will say that I would cheat, that I had to take care of the house. Like, people who cannot afford you and by any miracle has you, they're gonna make sure that you look ugly and feel ugly, perhaps, because they are insecure. So they have to have you in a level that you don't see your worth. Now, whenever you walk away and you glow up, you were never the problem. They were. And some people be like, oh, you're a babe. You can call me all the names. I don't know you. I don't care. I'll use everything for content. Ka-ching, ka-chong. I'm a grown up. I'm almost 30. Like, I'm not in high school no more. Don't care. This is not High School Musical. Titanic. I'm here to help my ladies and my guys to find a better version of themselves. You see why it's worth to wait for me, guys? Because sometimes I'll be drained and then I'll be tired and I cannot give you a good session. Well, all my readings are good, but you know what I'm saying? But if they cannot afford you, babe, do with me. We dip on that. Oh my goodness. If they cannot afford you, babe, in any sense, it's not Black Friday, okay? We don't take cheap. And you get mad, let them get mad. Imagine the audacity of somebody who cannot give you what you want getting mad at you because you're finding better. And when somebody says, oh, you cannot find better, bet. Are you sure about that? Because they know that. They know that you can find better. Why would they be so mad? And if they can't find better, why are they so mad that you're trying to move on? You know what I'm saying? It makes no sense. And this makes the right person angry, because they're like, oh, you think you're so wise. And I think I hit a nerve. Yes, I did. And when people be like, oh, you're not even that pretty, babe. I've been in a relationship for many years and I get dying in 6'9", just fine. Anyways, and I'm not talking about Tekashi. Anyways, we are actually getting your initials. This is the potential initial of this future person. I'm not focusing on the past. But anyways, the future person, this could be the first, last, middle, or even a nickname. This could be I as in Ian, G as in George, S as in Sam, R as in Rose, T as in Tyler, C as in Kat, and J as in Jason. Possible initials of the new energy coming up for you, okay? Okie dokes. Okie dokes. Let me give you the astrology dice. Also, guys, I'm sweating my balls. If I had balls, I'd be sweating. Because my AC is not that good. And people be like, you need to tell the landlord. This apartment doesn't have AC unit, okay? This was something I bought, and because it was a bunch of electrical issues because of some storms, the AC is not working the way it was, and now my room AC is deceased. So I'm just saying, you know, I'm trying not to think about the freaking hotness that I feel right now. Now we got the astrology dice, the planets, the situation. We got the moon for you, right? And we got pertaining to personal material possessions, emotions, changing moods, intuition, subconscious desires, heart's desire, empathy. Now we're going to go with the zodiac sign, which is the emotional side. And you have the Aries energy. So it says impulsive, competitive, quick reaction, stubborn, releasing what no longer serves you. Now the houses is the area of life. This is the 8th house, and this should represent birth, life, and death cycles. Transformation, end of an era, can relate to debt collection, taxes, hardships, or generational wealth. So this is the end of your reading, Libra. I hope you guys liked it. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share this video, okay? Also, check out my Spotify, check out my Twitch. You guys know that I used to do a lot of like sexy tarot here, but Now I cannot do it because of the guidelines, so I have to do some of the readings I used to do here on my Twitch, and where they allow me to do it live over there. Also, check out my Instagram. I tend to follow back. Also, I'm on TikTok. On TikTok, and if you want to get a personal reading with me, please check my website. You can only book online. I don't take appointments through any other messages. Make sure to double check it, please. But yeah, thank you so much, guys. Have an amazing day, and yeah, bye.